3 white supremacists were arrested Thursday for allegedly shooting at counter-protesters holding signs in opposition to Nazism. The shooting took place after alt-right leader Richard Spencer finished giving a speech at the University of Florida. Brothers Colton and William Fears, along with Tyler Tenbrink of Texas, are being charged with attempted homicide and currently in jail. Tyler Tenbrink is being pressed with additional charges for being a felon while possessing a firearm.
I'm not a Nazi. I don't care.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
my name's Tyler. Tyler Tenbrink.
According to Vice News, the incident took place shortly before 5:30 p.m. on Thursday, about an hour after Spencer's speech wrapped up. 4 men in a silver Jeep pulled up to where a group of protesters were sitting at a bus stop not far from the campus and started shouting Heil Hitler and other slogans, according to police reports. In response, one of the protesters struck the vehicle with a baton. The car then sped about 10 feet away before stopping abruptly. Tenbrink exited the vehicle, according to the report, and pointed a handgun at the group. The Fears brothers began shouting, "Kill them, shoot them, and I'm going to fucking kill you." Tenbrink fired 1 bullet which missed the victim and hit the building behind them, according to the report. The 3 men then got back into the car and fled eastbound, where they were ultimately apprehended by Alachua County deputies. Tenbrink later told police he was the one who'd fired the shot. The 4th person in the car wasn't charged. William Fears was part of a group who slept out by a Dallas Confederate monument in the aftermath of Charlottesville and told the Chicago Tribune that he self-identified as a Nazi. Nazi is like the N-word for white people, Fears said. And I just embrace it. On Thursday, he and his brothers had tempered their rhetoric, insisting they were white nationalists, like Spencer calls himself. Here is what we know about the neo-Nazis who were arrested. Tyler Tenbrink, the man who fired the gun, is a 28-year-old white supremacist who has been spotted at numerous alt-right rallies and events. In 2014, Tenbrink pleaded guilty to an assault charge, which means now he faces additional charges of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon.
14 words. 14 words. They are. We must secure the existence of our race and a future for white children. There's nothing racist about that. Absolutely not.
I mean, the number 14, though, that usually alludes to neo-Nazis.
A lot of people say 1488, Hitler this, Hitler that. You know what? Screw Hitler, dude. He went about it wrong. If he'd have changed his narrative a little bit, he'd have taken over the whole freaking world.
And you would have agreed with that?
No. The man was clinically insane, but just too insane for world domination. And, you know, so Jews, you know, he brought the Jews into it. That's where he really messed up. Should have left those people alone.
So I don't...
Here are the words of Christian Piccioloni, a former neo-Nazi who miraculously escaped the cult of white supremacy. We lied all the time. To the media, we weren't a hate organization. We were a pro-white organization. We felt that our white pride was being taken away. It was all spin. Behind closed doors, it was all about supremacy and power and eliminating people that weren't like us. William Fears, who is egging on Tenbrink to shoot protesters, also has taken part in numerous alt-right rallies and events. Fears, who has pleaded guilty to abducting a University of Texas student at knife point in 2009, stabbing her several times, has claimed he is merely an internet troll, suggesting that maybe he shouldn't be taken seriously or viewed as a security threat.
Look, that's anti-communism. I don't care, this isn't about anti-communism. It's about the fucking monument. What about the meme?
No blood for Israel. Excuse me.
Look, what about the meme? No blood for Israel.
What's the problem here?
Look, I just signed on, okay? What's wrong with this? No, it's because of her. She keeps following me and telling people that I'm white. I don't know what
I didn't tell you, but
you're an agitator.
I told you to get the fuck out.
These are good memes. I thought it was just coming to make friends, and you got this guy wants to fight. Look at him.
This isn't the first time William Fears has urged his fellow neo-Nazis to kill their political opponents. Fears showed up in Charlottesville to brawl in a helmet, gas mask, and goggles, waving a white nationalist flag and shouting, "Shoot. Fire the first shot of the race war."
I said I like Asians. Yeah. I like Asians. Yeah. I like blacks. I like everybody.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
I don't like Jews. What's up?
Good. Yeah, surprise, surprise.
Talk to me, motherfucker. My name is William Fears. I don't have a mask. I'm a fucking fascist. I'm a fucking Nazi. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Tell me. Tell the world, motherfucker. Tell the world.
There you go. Just like that dumbass.
Communist fascist too. No KKK, no fascist USA. Go Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. Go Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA. No Trump. No KKK, no fascist USA.
Colton Fears, who is also egging Ten Brink on to fire his weapon at protesters, participated in the Charlottesville Unite the Right rally, where neo-Nazi James Fields Jr. murdered Heather Heyer and injured 19 others by crashing his vehicle into them. Colton Fears was also filmed by media outlets shortly before the shooting.
Are you scared of diversity?
Okay, diversity is code word for anti-white.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Why do you automatically say diversity is a code word for anti-white?
Because it is. Everything I've seen about diversity is displacing white people.
What do you,
according to who?
What is the ultimate goal? What is the ultimate goal?
I don't know. What is y'all's ultimate
So
goal?
you're scared of your future.
Yes, I'm scared of my future.
And you're scared of people who aren't like you.
It's scientifically proven that white people are going to be a minority in the United States when it comes to 2040s. That's true.
No,
but you're cool with it, right? You're just continuing.
So you're afraid of switching places with minorities and being treated like being oppressed?
Do I know?
You're afraid of switching places with minorities and being oppressed. That's
who
what
wants
you're
to be
afraid
oppressed?
of. So you're saying that minorities are oppressed in America?
Everybody's oppressed.
His now deleted Twitter page featured tweets sympathetic to Nazism and anti-Semitism. Colton Fears also has several YouTube videos laying out his white supremacist manifesto.
Yo, so check this out. I'm a white male, cisgendered, a nationalist, and I'm also a fucking musician. I don't feel as if I have to explain myself, but I do want to shed some light on the event in Charlottesville. Once West Bellamy had mentioned Texas needing to remove the Sam Houston monuments, I started to get concerned about it. Then once they actually started physically removing Robert E. Lee statues, I started to get mad about it. I had the luxury of getting to see the San Jacinto monument every day when I leave my house. Not for long, it will soon be gone. Yes, the National Socialist Movement was there throwing Roman salutes. I think they made up about 4% of the people who showed up. Anyone right of now is a Nazi in their eyes. But that's just more Godwin's fallacy for you. There were libertarians, conservative, national socialists, Republicans, and identitarians and more who all came to stand up against the destruction of history. But hey, most of them were white people, so label them supremacists. No one will bat an eye.
One people, one nation, and immigration. One people, one nation, and immigration.
The footage you keep seeing, if it's from a different event that held a month ago. The KKK held an event like over a month ago, and the mainstream media keeps mixing that footage in with that rally.
This is in Charlottesville, Virginia, United States of America, 2017.
You will not replace us! 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 You will not replace us!
We're revving up them ovens, boys.
And please stop acting like the KKK holds a monopoly over torch rallies. That's just ridiculous. I didn't see y'all saying anything to Finland last month for their torch rally.
Blood and soil! Blood and soil! Blood and soil! Blood and soil! Blood and soil!
Going. You understand? Yep. Does everyone understand the concept? Does anyone not understand what's going on?
Or what about all of our vehicles getting vandalized, including our rented van? We had our tires slashed, windows shatters, not to mention our Airbnb getting canceled last minute while we were on our way there due to them being informed a bunch of white supremacists could possibly be renting their space. We've seen the violent left time and time again pull these violent tactics. So this time we came in riot gear with shields to protect us. Everyone knows how violent Antifa is, so to even question the shields is delusion speak.
What do you think's gonna happen? Just a day in the park. Just a day in the park. Shields up! Hey!
These people want to destroy history as we know it. They hate me, they hate you, they hate everything that has to do with American history. It was my duty to stand up against this. I am very, very upset with the way I have been treated for attending this event. People I went to high school with are out there spreading my personal information, address, where I'm trying to figure out where I work, everything that a dox contains, in hopes that someone will show up in my address and attack me over my political views. Political violence is never the answer. Political violence is never the answer. Political violence is never the answer.
So yeah, apparently I'm designated swing on sight, nigga. Swing on sight, nigga. I'll go to whichever fucking venue I want to go to. And if I triggered you now, wait till my next music venture, The Fire Rises. That's really gonna fucking piss you kids off.
I've had people I went to high school with and thought were my friends go on Facebook and call me a white supremacist for trying to stand up for the things I just explained. I am beyond disappointed with all of y'all and will never associate with any of you ever again. I honestly thought most of the people I knew were smart enough to not fall for the mainstream media. If you know me, you know I love music. It means a lot to me, and I love to perform. These people say I'm involved in a hate group for the event I attended. They really need to take a step back from the keyboard and realize who is inciting hate and violence. I'm a pretty outspoken person when it comes to my beliefs, so I've given y'all plenty of ammo to use against me. The fact that you have to go out of your way and make stuff up in order to demonize me shows just how full of delusion you actually are. I stand by what I did and the men who stood with me.